A very good morning everyone and welcome back to my channel Nikki's Vlogs with Literary Talks. So today I am back with a very important and interesting video which will be really beneficial for you if you want to learn this English language and want to become fluent in speaking in English. You will have to train your brain for that. You will have to become the master of your mind and try to control your mind, which will help you learn this English language. You will not have to become the servant of mind. As you know, I have already told you in yesterday's video that if you want success in your life, if you want to learn something in your life, you will have to become the master of your mind and never the servant of your mind. So today in this video, I will be discussing how can you become the master of your mind and train your brain to learn English language. However, before moving into the video, as I always request you, please subscribe to my channel. This will motivate me to bring regular videos. Without any further ado, let's move into the video. You know, researchers have claimed that if you maintain a proper routine in your life, if you do your work consistently and in a repetitive manner, then you can train your mind to learn a particular thing or create a habit. Okay, so if you want to develop the habit of learning English language, you will have to first of all create a routine in your life involving all the practices which are meant to improve your English fluency. How are you going to do that? You will have to decide that yes, from today onwards, I will have to dedicate myself towards English learning. For that, I need to practice all the type of skills which are necessary, and I will give particular amount of time in developing those skills, and you do it regularly. Suppose you wake up in the morning and the first thing that you can do is reading a book, a very short paragraph, a very short article. Then the next thing is at least take 2 to 3 words from that article, paragraph or the book you have read and try to write the meaning of those words and memorize the vocabulary the whole day. Try to use the vocabulary or the words continuously 2 to 3 times a day. In this manner, you are doing the practice of reading, you are doing the practice of enhancing your vocabulary, you are doing the practice of reading aloud to practice your listening skills, and in similar manner you will have to dedicate some amount of time in improving all the skills of English practices according to your own routine. If you do it regularly, if you do consistently, regularly you are waking at 6 o'clock, starting with reading, again next day you're doing the same, next day you're doing the same, your brain will be so much trained in this manner that reading will definitely become a habit for you, and you will rather enjoy reading. One day it might even come that if you have somehow missed that time when you read, you will feel a kind of emptiness. You will feel that you have done something wrong, some task is missing. This kind of guilty feeling comes because you have trained your mind to do this practice on regular basis. So you will find that any person who is very successful in life, who has achieved success in life, those person will always have one thing in common, that they maintain a very strict routine in their life. They will never get rid of their routine. They are not bored of their routine. They maintain the consistency in their life to achieve the goal that they have set for themselves. So if you want to learn this language, the first thing is that you will have to create a routine for yourself. Once you are done with that, you work on that routine on consistent manner. Consistent practices only makes a good person. Consistent practices only makes you learn this language very properly. The second thing that you can do is that try to immerse yourself in English language. How are you going to do that? You will have to every time try your best to read books which are written in English, to read poetries which are written in English, to listen to podcasts, to listen to interviews, or to listen to movies, songs, everything which is in English, because you are training your mind, you are training your ears to listen to the sound, to understand the voice, to understand the language. So once you are doing this on regular basis, you will guarantee see the result. Do it for the first 7 days. Then you will find that in the 8th day, your ears are able to understand it very properly. Maybe the first day when you have started listening to an English song or listening to a podcast which is speaking in English, then maybe that you are not able to understand some of the words. But if you repeatedly do the listening practice, if you repeatedly practice this thing, thing, then you will find that on the 8th day you will be able to understand. This is the first milestone of understanding the English language. In this manner, you will have to create an environment around yourself which is in English. You must immerse yourself in English language in order to learn the English language and in order to train your mind to learn the English language. The third thing is that you will have to have continuous practice, continuous communication practice in front of the mirror or with any other partner in order to improve your English language. That practice is also training your mind or training your brain to have a good conversation in English. So you will have to do this practice regularly because everything that I am telling you must be done consistently on regular basis if you want to see the immediate results. You will have to practice the conversational skills on regular basis. You will have to practice speaking in front of the mirror or speaking with any of the partner in English. The first 7 days will be really tough for you. You may not get some words, you may fumble, you may not be able to express your emotions, but then as the 8th day comes, you will definitely find that it is easy for you to have the conversation in English. And the fourth tip that I would like to give you is that you try to make it a practice of delivering speech in front of the mirror about what are your imaginations or what you have done in the whole day. If you make it a practice of explaining what you have done the whole day, at the end of the day it will also turn into a very nice habit and will train your brain to speak in English. So what you just have to do, you will have to spend the whole day in a very productive manner. At the end of the day, before going to sleep, you will just have to speak it out in front of the mirror, or you can also do a video recording of your speeches. I would say that video recording of your speeches is more important because you will be able to see it again and again in order to see what kind of improvement that you have gone through, you have learned. You will be able to judge yourself by looking at the videos that you have prepared. So these were some of my tips by the help of which you will definitely train your brain to speak in English. I feel that this topic needs more discussion, so I will be bringing more important discussion on this particular topic in my later on videos. For those, please subscribe to my channel and please give some comments in the comment section. Till then, be happy, keep learning. Goodbye.